Well, tell me this right here. What is gangster to you?
Taking care of your responsibility, doing not only survive, but to make shit happen, bro.
That's beautiful, 12. Unfortunately, that's not what I see projected.
Yeah, that's the name of the game. Most rappers are entertainers, and entertainer is an actor. Like that's what you getting paid to do.
Niggas on the internet ain't got no code. Nobody can tell you what snitching means. If you ask four niggas what snitching means, all of them gonna be a different goddamn answer.
Correct.
The biggest gangsters are the biggest snitches. So like,
correct.
What are we saying?
I had to look into it, right? And they said the fella got killed from Memphis, right?
Say
and
so.
Before he left Memphis, he ran off with like 200,000.
200. Yep.
So he went to Texas and started his little rap career, his whole new life. And I guess he thought Memphis forgot about it.
So is that gangster?
There you go. Every time we start talking about gangster, pull out Tupac. That's they one. I don't really be knowing about all of the new rappers and stuff. But I tell you what, if you ain't never heard of them, you'll sure hear of them when they pass.
Yeah.
I heard Angie Stone sales went up 10,000% after she her streams went up 10,000% after she died.
Oh yeah, they'll shoot you when he did.
Yeah, man.
And then people want to find out who you is. Like, who was her? And they're like, damn, I didn't know about her.
Yeah. In the classic, I just was listening to her yesterday, or I just saw her yesterday. It's always that when somebody passed, when somebody died. And that Sauce Walker stuff, bro. That stuff all over my phone, man. Got shot outside a Memphis hotel in a deadly double shooting. Now he in the hospital, and they say what is his name? Albert Walker. That's his name. He got shot near a hotel.
Come out the hotel.
Yeah, the FedEx Forum, and he got shot in the leg, and it looked like his boy is gone now. The rapper, what's his name? What's his name? Help me with his name. The light skinned guy with the braids.
Psycho something. I forgot his name. And see what's so crazy? Listen, I don't even follow the hip hop gang world like that no more. So when they be saying these people, be like, I ain't know.
Yeah, man. A lot of this is, I think, trauma, man. We traumatized. We desensitized to this in the hood now. We look at this like regular news. Like somebody mama crying about this and everything. We just be like, yup, he did too.
Yep.
Wait till it's gonna be crazy.
It's I don't know. I guess that could be poverty. That with poverty, bro. Poverty leads that's poverty. All this is a result of poverty.
Word, man. I wanna see something. Let's see if I can send anything while we chilling. Let me see if I can pull up this video I was trying to tell y'all about.
Mano.
I ain't gonna pull up the Mano one. I'm gonna pull up the video that made me interested in the subject, because I know that a lot of us, even we talked about it before. Me, you, and 12, and all us talked about like a lot of things we're dealing with, trauma, and how some things when we were little traumatized us or whatever. And you know, you look at Hassan Campbell and what he's doing, like he's pretty much telling you.
Yes, sir.
You came all the way to New York from Philadelphia to meet me.
I did.
And why you?
Yes, man. Hold on, bro.
I'm trying to get you home.
And you will. And I don't need to, but I'll get there anyway.
Why the fuck is you talking to me like this? You came to the city.
I did.
I didn't trust you.
I know that.
And I showed you love.
I know that.
Then why the fuck is you talking to me like this?
Because I can.
Because you could talk to me like
However.
this, right?
However.
Because you could talk to me this.
Because I can.
You think that you could talk to me like this?
Because I can.
I don't trust nobody.
And as you should.
And you in my fucking city.
However.
And you talking to me like this.
Look.
Mother is the only reason why I'm not fucking destroying you right now.
Right.
I brought you out. I don't know you. Yo,
Whoa, wait.
your aura is gay. Your nails, get your fucking nails off of me.
Wait a minute.
Get your fucking nails off of me.
But I can.
Get your fucking, no, you cannot. Don't fucking touch me like that.
Because I can.
You talking to me crazy. I showed you love. I showed you love. I showed you love.
I know that.
And you touching me.
Because
I showed this nigga love.
Out of here.
I showed him love.
I know that.
I don't even know him. I showed the YouTuber love. I don't know
Out
him.
of here.
He pushing me. Push me again.
Because I can.
Push me again.
Because I can. Now do what you do.
Nah, I'm not gonna do nothing.
No, do what you do.
I'm gonna accept this.
Fuck out of here.
And I know I can kill this nigga right now. I'm in my hood, in my town. Why you touching me like this?
Because I can.
Cause you could?
And do what you do.
Cause you could.
Do what you do.
Cause you could.
Do what you do.
I left my
Fuck
fucking
outta
wife
here.
and my children. Don't touch me again.
Did you hear that?
Do not touch me.
Did you?
What'd he
Hold
say?
up. I don't. He said I left my wife and my children. That is his moderator. That was a moderator that he went to meet up with from his channel, and they got into a big fight. And a lot of that was him talking about how he did things for him and how he sacrificed stuff for him, but yet he said he didn't know him. And he was saying, you know, he was gay and all of this stuff, and look at your fingernails and you know, kind of embarrassing that man. Now, Hassan Campbell's very open about his past. He will tell you flat out, you know, Africa bam that bottom. And he also makes certain threats in those manners, like the way, you know, Mike Tyson did on that podium, you know.
You punk white boy, you can't touch me, you're not man enough. I eat your asshole alive, you bitch.
You see these eyes? This is pain. Bronx River ain't never gave me nothing but pain. You're more than welcome to come get this pain. I don't know who you are. I ain't got nothing but pain in you. You see these eyes? You see them? You see those tears? It's nothing but pain. You can have whatever you like. Pain. 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 I promised myself I would go with my mother. I hate you niggas. Pain. Pain. Give me death, nigga. Any of you niggas. Give me death.
I'ma beat your bitch ass,
boy,
nigga.
this is crazy. He was
Fuck
fighting
you,
right behind
whack, on my mama, bruh. Fuck you, nigga.
That shit is out the window. Slide your bitch ass outside, nigga. Slide your bitch ass outside, bro. I said, nigga, you's a bitch, bro. I'm out here, bro. Slide your bitch ass outside, nigga. You's a mark, nigga. Nigga, you's a mark, nigga.
This is trauma. He's almost asking for someone to kill him or to do something harmful to him based off of his pain. And he's also reflecting he's projecting his homosexual tendencies onto other people as if he's ashamed. Do you think that that people are ashamed of the homosexuality and gangsterism, or is this trauma, or is it what is this thing that we can't pick on, or we can't scrutinize, or we can't adjust in our community to where we see this trauma and we treat it as being tough or gangster?
Murder, I ain't gonna lie, that's
misstep.
Hey, that's a long 20 ounce question, boy.
Well, tell me this right here. What is gangster to you? What is gangsterism to you?
Gangsterism to
You
me,
have
to me, is you got to be in a gang, and it's the gang culture, gangsterism. That's it to me.
gangsterism. What
Yeah,
comes
gang, you
along?
gotta,
What comes along normally with being in a gang? What's
ain't
the
no
requirement?
gang member, but I don't know. I couldn't tell you the requirement, but I know it's a color. From what I see, colors, sign language, tattoos.
Colors, sign language, tattoos. Okay. What
Like
about
what context? Like what context you talking about, fam? Like
I want
it's
in hip hop culture,
it's too
black
many
culture.
definitions of gangster.
Let's narrow it down to the sector of the rap hip hop culture. Let's say we'll include some of the original gangsters and stuff like that too. We'll include the
You can't
ones
do
you
that,
see on
man.
TV.
You can't do that, bro.
We can't include the American
can't
Gangster
mix-
series on
Bro,
BET.
Bro, you can't mix all this shit together because like the video you just showed us, bro. What's gangster about Hassan Campbell other than him saying that he gangster, bro? It's just a bunch of niggas acting online, my nigga, for real.
Hassan has been locked down. He's been in prison.
Being locked up make somebody a gangster.
According to the lyrics of these songs, being locked up makes you get is a gangsterism.
Man, I'm gonna go on Sam 9 day. We part 2. I'm finna Sam this shit, man. Get this shit over with.
So now you done took it from what my definition of gangster is to now you talking about lyrics. You see how I'm saying? Like it's getting misconstrued. Like
I want to know
like
I want to know what gangsterism is to y'all. What when you see something
being a daddy,
being a dad,
that's gangster.
Okay.
Being present, yeah, taking care of your responsibility, doing what you're supposed to do to not only survive but to make shit happen, bro.
That's beautiful, 12. Unfortunately, that's not what I see projected under that genre. I want to know what you guys, besides what we consider gangsterism, besides because obviously we know that being a father is to us is a gangsterism. That's being solid. But the demographic that this is being sold to, from 12's previous podcast, he would say that this is mostly to the teenagers. Hip hop. I want to go into hip hop. I want to go into rap culture, black culture, BET. When you turn on BET, we consider that black culture, right?
Can I be real with you, bro? Ain't no gangsters on the internet, bro.
Really?
I don't care what video we pull up, bro. Everybody wanna be a gangster, bro. But half of them don't even know what that shit really means, dog. For real. Like, a gangster just ain't about, like, who got the most bodies or who got the biggest guns or shit like that. That's just a crash dummy, my nigga.
Ooh. Okay, now we getting somewhere.
That's all we seeing on TV. Crash dummy.
Okay. So,
and people get monetized to make up stories online.
Yeah, like
and like a lot of people just go online making up stories. So like this person can say, because they get monetized. Yeah, that's the name of the game. Most rappers are entertainers, and entertainer is an actor. Like that's what you getting paid to do. You getting paid to entertain the masses.
That's all they doing, my nigga.
Yeah, that's all they doing. Yeah, that's all they doing.
Like go back to the origination of gangster, bro. Like nigga, one, they had codes that you couldn't, like if you broke a code, my nigga, that mean death. This shit all originated from the Italians, bro. Gangster shit. Niggas on the internet ain't got no code. Nobody can tell you what snitching means. If you ask four niggas what snitching means, all of them is just goddamn gangsters. The biggest gangsters are the biggest snitches. So like, what are we saying? You wanna know who the real gangster is, bro?
Who?
Black grandmamas.
Yeah.
Of that is a very
Bruh, they the only motherfuckers that can hold down the entire family. with nothing but grit and wisdom. They can be entrepreneurs, making money without selling their soul. And they move in silence, but they control everything around them, bro. Let's just be real, bro. A black grandmama can throw a goddamn party, cuss your uncle out for being an ain't shit nigga, and still go to church on Sunday and wouldn't nobody know it at church.
Right. Yeah. But
just like Al Capone and goddamn insert any motherfucking name, my nigga. It ain't a bunch of gangsters out here no more, bro. The only niggas out here on the internet are really they emulating Sammy the Bull. You know who that is?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah.
Killed a lot of motherfuckers, bro.
That's a good one actually, because
that's what we looking at. That and the insurgents of the grandchildren of the crack babies. They here now. That's what we looking at.
And guess what?
Gangsta shit. We just looking at
Listen, to put a title across it all, American culture. This is American culture. This is our culture.
Yeah, this ain't gangster shit. This just
this American culture.
So,
the Indians and the Europeans are banging. You know, like this the American culture. Bootlegging, like the American culture is a war, gangsterism, alpha man mentality country. Well, it was.
Murph, would you consider the Apache Indians to be gangster?
No.
You need to look them up, bro.
Them some bad motherfuckers.
Them motherfuckers, bro. Bro, you think these young niggas out here sliding now? The Apaches, bro? They the first motherfucker to shoot the bow and arrow while riding the horse and shit, my nigga.
And like you said, 12, the conversation before I could have gotten to anything else has to be what is gangsterism? What grants you that crown when people say, oh no, that's gangster? And in that context,
it depends on who you coming from. Like, okay, we said Big 12. What you call gangster? Like he said, man, that man taking care of his kids. In his eyes, that's gangster, right? In my eyes, is you got to be a gang member. So now you have two different opinions on gangsterism. You see what I'm saying? Could we be wrong? Could we be right? Nobody knows.
I think that's like me saying a nigga gotta wear these to be considered a real nigga. Is that what we saying?
12. The people that say that are the people that I am talking about. I want to know, because those are the people who are the consumers and the cultivators of this subculture of rap and hip hop and what we see on being projected to our future children, right? This is what we have to battle against, right? This is what we're trying to get our kids to not look at, but acknowledge enough to where you say, this is crash out mentality. This is not gangster. We want to take that word and confiscate it and make it mean something good and meaningful. The way we did nigga, or the way we did any other word that was normally considered, whether it came from a root word good or not, we in our mind socially consider a word bad. We can make the word grapefruit bad if we wanted to, right? Let's say we took this word and we left it where it was. Let's say that gangsterism means that it's someone who is scrupulous and relentless in their pursuit of in criminal activity, to the point where if they have to kill you or eliminate you, they will do so without a thought in their head, and that they are willing to do things that the average citizen is not willing to do to succeed. He is a person, whether it's gambling, the law does not matter to a gangster.
Terror. You sound like you living a terrorist, bro.
Yes, this technically in 2025, you're right, Mr. Rogers, because Trump is trying to make that a terrorist. But in 1990, when a self-proclaimed gangster was mentioning he was a gangster, it usually wasn't grandma when she was going to the school and checking on you and whipping your tail. She wasn't saying I'm gangster unless she was showing you that your tough guy attitude and the wrong that you're doing isn't gangster. I'm the gangster around here, young man.
Everybody's scared of grandma, bro.
Right. And you better be. But she had to show you that this isn't this. I'm taking your word and I'm making it this. But what these kids are trying to portray and what Wallow was trying to portray and saying that he was a gangster and he was doing gangsterisms. He didn't have like not necessarily in the gang, Mr. Rogers, but just displaying gangsterism, being tough, being quick tempered, being the type of person that was willing to do whatever it took when that dollar came up. Oh, it breaking that house, I'm down. Oh, I gotta punch you in the face. If you talk to me crazy, I'll do it. Oh, that whole talking crazy, I'm gonna slap her down. Anything that's negative, that's down for this situation is considered to most in that culture and then at that age to be gangster. Let's keep it a buck. That's what we was calling gangster. When we listened to Project Pat, we was like, that's gangster. But see what
I'm saying? You gave us your interpretation, and then you asked us for our interpretation. And when Big 12 say his gangster is a father, you gonna say no, that's not gangster. But then you ask him what is a gangster. So it's like, what's your definition of a gangster?
Because everything that you just mentioned is just an ignorant individual that I would call a crash out. Wallow ain't never been gangster. He just been influenced by the wrong people, man. That's it. Ain't nothing gangster about a teenager robbing somebody, bro.
Right.
That shit ain't gangster.
Can I take the word crash out and turn it into something positive and say, yo, you're not a crash out. I'll tell you what a crash out is. A crash out is somebody who goes out and goes to work and handles his business to the maximum ability of his ability. This is a crash out, young man. You ain't no crash out. This is crash out.
Now you diminishing the hard work and shit of a real man, bro. Like,
why ain't the word gangster doing that to a real man? 12. Why? What if a real nigga call a gangster? Men
leave boy things in a boy's place. Why don't we just say real man and not a real man? Why we gotta throw all these labels on it?
I think because people self-proclaim them. Once people start throwing that onto their moniker, they must be acknowledged.
Self-proclaim, which means you shouldn't use it, I shouldn't use it, no one should use it except the dumbass nigga that self-proclaims it.
Right.
Ain't nobody out here self-proclaiming that they down low, but we know they down low. They not self-proclaiming that.
Why? I wonder. I don't want to change the subject. I don't want to change the subject yet. But you gotta stick to what this gangster is thing is.
You have to ask them. You know.
Yeah.
I
know a lot of people got famous after coming out of closet.
Yeah. The older I get, bro, the more I realize focus on this over here and leave all that other shit where it's at.
Yeah. Hold on.
That's it.
Well, I'm an American 12, and I really believe that as an American that that America does something. We put little stations everywhere because we need to know what they're doing over there, because if they do the wrong thing and get it over here, it's too late. So it's imperative that we observe the outside, and before it reaches the precious interior we call our homes, our communities, that we address them and build a knowledge gate, which you have built in your house, which is perfect. That's all you have to do. But discussion wise, I think that these things, when you put them in a think tank like this, it brings a refreshing awareness that I think some people, if it's just one person, it can change their mind. I'm the benefit of the doubt guy, 12.
And I doubt, and I doubt the benefit. Tell Sauce Walker and what's the guy name that got killed the other day? Tell them that shit. You know what I mean? Man, Sauce Walker done damn near got shot every year for the last 5 years, at least once every year. those guys dress up in all the designer clothes. But you know, I noticed something about that story, man. They was doing something that I call shooting dices. I don't think any other culture in the world shoots dices. Now, people may play the dice.
Dices.
Shooting dices is some nigga shit. And something else that was interesting, because the shooting happened 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Why was them niggas wearing the same clothes that they had on the night before? If they so rich and wealthy, but stink at the same time. Is that gangster? Wearing the same shit, the same drawers, the same clothes.
I
had looked into it, right? And they said the fella got killed from Memphis, right? Before he left Memphis, he ran off with like 200,000.
200, yep.
So he went to Texas and started his little rap career, his whole new life. And I guess he thought Memphis forgot about it.
So is that gangster?
Ran off on the plug twice. This is the anthems.
Gangster?
These are the anthems that they listen to.
Is that gangster or is it just ignorant?
I think that they're married at the hip. Yes, I think that when if I put on a application that I'm a gangster, that they won't think that I'm a great father. I think if I put
on what job you go to, it depends on what job you go to.
But who in they right?
What job could I put gangster on K-Town that's gonna hire me?
Who?
The mafia, go work for them boys. They'll hire you. You a stand-up guy.
That goes even more into the ignorance. Who the fuck puts gangster? Like, niggas don't even put that they a daddy on a goddamn job application. You don't find that out till I done been working there and I tell you that, you know, talk about my kids and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I don't know, bro. Like, I just think hip hop culture in itself is just a bunch of fuckery, man. If we just gonna be real about it,
it's a contradiction.
Not,
it's a walking contradiction, and I just want to hold a.
It's just entertainment, man. Motherfuckers take this shit serious, man.
Yep. I think what the black people
put their lives on the line for it. 12 people are put. Actually, our kids. Not our specifically, but the youth, the black youth, is putting their life on the line behind this music and behind this mentality. That's a figment of internet.
Yeah, but they choose to do it. That's what they want to do.
Yeah.
So you can't stop a bird from trying to fly. You see what I'm saying?
Check this out, Mr. Rogers. Tales from a snitch.
Snitch.
If the gangster is the father, you ain't gotta look elsewhere to seek that kind of validation. That's why I say the real gangsters are the parents, bro. When you are able to influence as well as demonstrate the power that you have, whether it's mentally, physically, or emotionally, that's why I say that's the real gangster, bro. The crash shots that you talking about, they don't have good influences at home. Whether it's the grandmama, you know, what they call them, Mr. Rogers, glam mom.
Glam mom now.
Glam mom now. You're the real gangster. You're the real gangster starts in your house, bro. Before you even cut that TV on, dog, you might want to take a look at what you're doing and the type of influence that you are showing the youngsters.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Most of the youngsters don't have that influence though, so it's very crazy. It's very tough.
It's monetized. It's been monetized, and like everybody monetizing off it.
Yeah, think about this shit right here, bro. When I was growing up, you know, when we talked to Blind Fred, right?
Right.
Basically, the first album that he listened to was the same one that I listened to, bro. Luke and 2 Live Crew. We wasn't out here twerking though. Them young niggas out here twerking and shit, bro. What was more out in the open than fucking Luke 2 Live Crew, my nigga? That's why I'm wearing his hat, dog. Ever since that shit got put on them CDs, man, we've been doomed ever since. Doomed ever since, my nigga. As soon as this shit right here, as soon as they put this shit right here on a CD, that's when parents stopped advising their children.
The titties came out, and once they come out, you can't put them back, baby.
Nope.
But that's a good thing you brought up. as far as now, the hip hop version, I probably botched this whole thing because, like 12 and Mr. Rogers said, there is no real definition of gangster. It's in the eye of the beholder.
That's it.
And I wonder if the eye of the beholder is seeing what I see the industry portraying their version of a gangster is. And what they're portraying this to be to our children. Now, at one point, if you would have asked us on Facebook, if you would have asked us in 2003, because we're ancient, if you would have put on MySpace, what would you rather your kid be? A tambourine player or a gangster? We would have chose gangster, not knowing the true definition of the, the industry, the industry standard of gangster. The industry standard of gangster. The industry standard that they push to the true youth. Keep this in mind. We've already established that our versions of gangster vary, but the industry pushes a version of gangsterism that is unmatched to a lot of parents. Once their children reach this, the titties is out, loot crap, they tend to, it's getting stronger. We were able to watch it and we came out okay.
So,
we did okay.
I got a question.
You all right, 12?
So listen, what you consider the president? We consider the president of the United States.
I consider him a high executive officer.
Gangster than a motherfucker.
Sometimes the president. You mean the president now? You mean our president right now?
No, and the president got to start war. Got to take shit from other countries.
I don't care which one you name. All.
Yeah, that's what I say. All of them. Yeah, think about it.
Biggest gangster we got.
And guess what? Your gang is called United States, which is your country. So you got to defend it and protect it, and you got to kill other people to defend your territory. Now the people inside your territory might complain, but guess what? They safe, they secure.
Hey Murph, would you consider Lil Wayne to be a gangster?
In the
no, just
yes.
Would you? Yes or no?
Yes.
What gangster you know kiss other men and ride skateboards and wear skinny jeans and shit?
All of them.
Are they really gangsters? Or are they acting like
to industry standard? They're doing either a great acting job. They're putting their life on the line for this role. By the way, a young man just put his life on the line for the role. That's the greatest actor you could ever do.
All right. So let's just stay right there. So you believe that they just acting, right?
I mean,
Snoop Dogg, is he a gangster?
Not anymore.
Never has been. He just acting, bro. Studio gangster. Easy said it best, my nigga. That's all they doing, bro. Rick
That's
Ross
all they
was
need
a
to
CO.
do.
No, that's what we allowed him to do.
Right.
That's so that by ipso facto, that's all they have to do. If that's all I need to acquire, if that's all my job asks for me to do, I ain't going in and doing more. If that's all you get at, if I can sell records by giving you scoopity poopity, you get scoopity fucking poopity.
And that's what we got.
So I'm saying,
that's what we got. Mumble rap. We think that's mumble rap.
So I'm saying,
and it ain't their fault. It ain't their fault. It's society's fault. You know?
Yeah, it's society.
You mean to tell me it's not the government who planted that music in their brains and made them go rap it?
It's called supply and demand, bruh. As long as people demand something, there's a supply for it. Like somebody
like porn.
Out for it, my nigga.
We can agree on that at least. Yeah.
Like that's all this shit is, dog. You know what I mean? When the mom and the daddy listen to the same music that the kids do, that's why the parents stop advising the kids once this shit got put on the fucking CD case, my nigga.
So and the reason and when and for the record, I'm trying to keep in mind gangster. When we speak on gangsterism, we're speaking on the blanket industry term. Like when you type in gangster rap, you're not going to hear I took care of my kids last week and next time I'm going to take them to the practice. You know, they're not going to say that when you type in gangster rap. So when we let's stay on gangster rap for a second. With gangster rap music, what is a gangster rapper?
A rapper talking about killing and drug dealing.
Dr. Dre and Ice Cube, to be exact.
Yeah.
To answer your question.
And they were highly educated men, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know, but that's the
Ice Cube went to college, right?
I don't know and don't care, but that is the exact thing that I'm trying to tell you. Dr. Dre, the same one dressed up in the
with the glowing suit on and the Jerry curl.
Ice Cube, are we there yet? Like, bruh, this dude, they was just acting, my nigga.
I'm waiting for you to name the other one. I know you ready to name the other one.
Bro, Tupac, the biggest goddamn.
There you go. There you go. Every time we start talking about gangster, the white man got to pull out Tupac. That's they one. That's they one. Tupac. That's who you gonna go with. I knew it. That is the most.
Bro, fast forward to the day. Fast forward to the day, bro. You got Drake. Where did Drake start at? Will Smith. Like, come on, dog. Let's stop acting like these niggas is really gangster, bro. You know, 2 Chainz. Is 2 Chainz a gangster? Would you consider 2 Chainz to be a gangster?
Yeah, man, he gangster, man.
The same one that played basketball at Alabama State. That one,
bruh.
The same one that's been married all these years, but proclaiming to be a pimp in his music. That man has been married like a motherfucker.
I didn't crown these people gangster, baby. That's what when I pull it up, that would come on.
That's why you need to stop subscribing to that bullshit. Because
flat out.
Reality, bro.
Yeah, man.
That's what's wrong.
With 12, I ran out of.
They live in social media.
They living on
social media world, bro. Yeah, man.
I ran out of Angel committed Q-tips last week, so I ain't got no more 12.
Y'all don't remember the year that Internet Gangsta was even birthed?
Like around Soulja Boy time?
Bro, come on, dog. Yeah. Like, it's just all this is just entertainment, man. And until you understand that, it's like it don't matter what we consider our definition to be gangster.
12. You just said it yourself. Sauce Walker's boy just got shot yesterday. That's real.
This episode of Never Too Much Podcast is brought to you by Fuckatall. Find your peace with Fuckatall.
Yeah, listen.
What they got?
People get killed. People get killed every day.
I know, but the gangsters was doing most of the ones that they acting like.
But they killing each other. If they killing each other, let them kill each other.
They're not just killing each other. They shooting all in the air. They hitting 3-year-olds, man.
Let me just break it down to you, bro. The people that you are considering to be gangster are just entertainers. The niggas that are shooting these said gangsters that wear these while they run. You ever seen a young nigga that wear these right here?
Yeah.
I definitely had a video on my page about that. He dusted the police too.
Steppers, the niggas that sliding. I would give them the term new age gangster before I would give a rapper who's on the internet and on his phone acting every day. I would give them that term. But all of them in the umbrella of crashing out, though. I will say that.
And poverty usually leads to that. Poverty and childhood trauma usually lead to that. That's all.
Is this a cycle to who? So is there no way for? So if I wanted to catch somebody to stop this,
listen. It always be poor people.
Just said it. Mr. Rogers just said it, bro.
It always gonna be poor people. It always gonna be problems. That is how it is. The hyena gonna kill her when it's screen off. That just the laws of nature. It'll never be everybody rich. Everybody, it never be that. Never. It ain't meant to be like that. Somebody got to build your house. Somebody built your house, right?
Okay,
yeah, somebody built your house. Yeah, you got to be like that. Somebody got to do the work.
So it's little.
And some people choose not to do the work. Go ahead.
Lil Durk.
Crash out.
Crash out.
All right.
Slide for Vaughn.
came from a broken home with a failed father that did 26 years in jail and came out a Muslim and never taught his son anything. Crash out. Next one.
K-Tan already said King Von.
Crash out.
But he actually did.
No daddy.
Killer.
No
serial
daddy.
Killer.
Yeah.
Crash out serial killer. Not gangster though.
Yep.
Who taking care of his kids right now?
Gangster. Gangsters.
Lil Wop is a homosexual.
But he also practiced gangsterism. Young Thug also practiced gangsterisms.
He practiced black culture. Like he rap. He's gay. That's all he doing. He fit in with the culture.
But getting in where he fit in. That's it.
But aren't they emulating the gangsters who didn't rap before them?
Listen. No, because even the ones who on social media now, they emulate. Everybody's emulating on social media online. Everybody doing it.
So who's the root of the emulation? Who's all of this coming from?
That comes from. That's what people like to emulate other people.
Like who's the main source of the emulation coming from? Is it from the movies? Is it from a person? Is it from the real gangsters that's in the hood?
It's all across the board, man. It's
not
just that, bro. Like,
you got mama, daddy, society,
bro. Let's just be real for a minute, my nigga. Before we saw NWA, Tupac, whoever you want to name, fam, we had pimps, we had hustlers, we had crackheads, we had drug dealers. That was the first introduction to anybody, bro. You can go back to the blaxploitation films. You can go to bro. Why ain't nobody want to be like Shaft, my nigga?
People were acting like Shaft. Heck then.
Who?
Like people like my granddad and stuff. They had, they was dressing like him and emulating them,
Oh, so he became a cop.
Your
granddad became a cop. Okay, so he wasn't emulating. He wasn't emulating.
So you got to do the okay.
He was just dressing. He was just wearing black leather. That's all.
I see what you're saying. So
if he ain't become a cop, he ain't emulated.
Why?
So Shaft was a cop.
So to emulate Wayne Perry, you would have to do exactly what he did just for you to be looking up to him.
No, you want to be like him. You saw something you like. You saw something in him that you like, and you be like, okay, I want to be like him.
You have to do the same thing to emulate someone. I will. Yeah, I'm with Mr. Ross on that. You got to do the same shit that them niggas do.
Yeah, you got to like him. It's something you like about him. And listen, from a childhood trauma, anybody, listen, you see you got a trauma woman, right? And she see porn for the first time. That's what I want to do. I'm going to emulate that. She becomes a porn star, right? Making millions of dollars. Living a good life.
Or worse than that.
You got to rap.
Most common ones, they just out here slanging coochie and not living a millionaire lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like childhood trauma, bro. It's just like, it's funny you bring up Tupac, and the reason I bring him up is because of the movie Juice. It's a lot of niggas emulating Bishop from Juice, bro.
They like that, and they say that's why I want to be like him.
That is a character that a lot of niggas emulate in real life and in social media. Nobody wanted, it's only a select few that want to be like Kyle, bro. The one that actually played basketball and went to Georgetown. It's only a few niggas that really want to do that because I know a few individuals, man. I played college ball. I got a scholarship to play football, dog. And I had a conversation with a nigga that I played ball with, and still to this day, he has a gripe because he wasn't able to go where he thought he should have went. And I just found out that he didn't take the necessary steps. Like, okay, so for anybody out there that want to play college ball, there's something that you need to do other than just be a hell of a ball player. You have to take tests, whether it's the SAT or the ACT. I took the ACT myself, in the 10th grade. I scored high enough in the 10th grade to where I had, the only thing I needed was a 1.7 GPA when I graduated college to be admitted into the college of my choice. The guy I'm talking about, he didn't take his test until his senior year for the first time. Didn't score high enough.
Did he have
GPA?
Did he have a
GPA
C average?
High enough. But this is the thing. A 1.7 GPA, that's a D average. I only needed to have a D average based on how high my score was. You can't have a D average and score.
Go low. Right. Okay.
To score low, you then have to have a higher GPA.
Yeah.
So
that makes sense.
He couldn't have done it anyway.
Well,
yeah, if you had to take it earlier, he could have picked by senior year. If you had to take it 10th grade, you could try it again.
You could have worked harder.
Yeah, cause I think I failed my first one.
Area you were weak in, which goes which goes back to this whole gangsterism thing, because he was the man, bro. That gangster shit. Driving a box Chevy, got the bitches, clothes and bitches, my nigga.
There you go. You got an episode about that one.
You gotta pick one of the two, bro. If you really want to be on some gangster shit, or do you want to be the man that you want to be? So which one are you gonna emulate? That's really what it boiled down to, man. Nobody wants to be the nerd until they found out that's what Jeff Bezos was. Nobody wants to be the nerd until they found out that's what Elon Musk was. And that application that everybody uses on their phone, guess what? The man that created Facebook did not graduate from college, because when you're smart enough, you don't need that shit. Those are the real gangsters that we need to be talking about. Them three right there. Them the most gangster niggas in America. Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg.
Yep, and they're old. Them boy young.
They don't wear no chains. They don't wear no rings or nothing else.
That's what needs to be gangster, but unfortunately, we're stuck.
That's why
when you asked the question, I gave you my definition of gangster.
And as a parent, it's up to the parent. So you know what I'm saying? Like you can tell your kids, okay, this is gangster. Elon is gangster. You can raise your kid to think this is the route. See, start at home, and then a lot of people don't have parents at home, so the community raise them, and you get crash out.
Yeah, kids. A lot of these kids, and the reason why hip hop is thriving in that direction is because people are subscribing to this activity. If it
it's a young culture.
If it didn't sell to the young folks, it wouldn't fly. And I think that it's being a lot more inclusive now, to where a lot of that stuff, like Young Thug wearing a dress, and like Lil Wop transitioning into womanhood, I guess you could say, or with Hassan Campbell, for instance, he's been welcomed into YouTube culture. He has tons of followers, tons of subscribers. Averb.
Listen. You forgot it's a tons of other people in the world now, and they gonna support their kind.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? They gonna support their kind.
Right. So
and they gonna support their kind more than support your kind. You see what I'm saying? Like if you got a homosexual group, they will support their homosexual candidate, no matter what color he is.
Right. It's more about the lifestyle than the color. That's what a lot of people really. And a lot of people are. I was watching. Oh my god! I actually watched a clip of that guy y'all talk about. There's that dude with the bubble lips, Uncle. What's his name? Uncle something, man. The name escapes me, but he was talking about
that we talk about.
Yeah, man, it's the guy I can't stand. But you said he dropping gems every now and again.
Oh, you talking about 607 Unc? No, the only thing I think about him, man, I think he's just
I ain't know who that is, bro.
He's smarter than what he puts on, and that's what I mean by acting. This is entertainment. You know what I'm saying? So he's giving you a show. That's all it is, man. That's all it is.
If I could take a left turn, let's imagine. What do you think would happen if this type of culture were pushed on to the next generation? What do you think the next trend will be after this? After the Young Thug, the dresses and stuff. What do you think is coming behind this, guys?
You want to go first, Mr. Rogers? Yeah, please.
Oh yeah. Listen, we already got but Trump changed that, but it's gonna go from that till what you call it, like the animal people, the animal spirit people. You gonna have them making music next. If they ain't already making music now. I think they got a horse lady now.
We got a horse DJ, so
yeah, that's coming. So it's gonna be, and we can't stop the future. It's coming. We can't stop the wheel.
I think the next level of this
AI,
this gangsterism. I think it's gonna be young black men and women on Facebook Live doing self-deletions. I think that's gonna be the new gangster. Self-deletion on Facebook Live.
Wow.
You ain't that already happening.
You ain't real unless you willing to do it to yourself. That's what I think it's going.
I ain't thought about it like that. You might have some.
Kamikaze
ninjas.
Yeah.
That is a very
really real. You really real if you can do it to somebody else, but you ain't real unless you can do it to yourself. That's what I truly believe. 15 to 20 years, that's what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
I really
that'd be good entertainment.
If it'll get to 10 or 20 years with that, that's gonna be crazy.
It's almost
and what's weird to me is that
stay tuned.
This is amazing
Friday Night Live.
What he's saying, because this is why this is so amazing to me. Because hip hop and rap culture is something unlike any other culture that I've seen, because it isn't under control by anyone who creates or ends up a victim or having to be in the lifestyle of this same culture. I literally couldn't do the documentary because of the same kids. They got it so on lock that we can't even talk, discuss, or even shape a culture that you help build. Once you're a certain age, you've aged out, and you can't talk about this no unless you're playing by our rules. You can't.
But listen, it's also the hip hop culture is a small culture, kind of, sort of. It ain't a big culture. You see what I'm saying? And like it's a select few people, not few people, but it's a select hip hop heads who subscribe to that culture. But you also have a set of people who don't subscribe to that culture, who look at that culture as trash or deaf culture, blah blah blah. And they looking from the outside, which that'll be me. I'm not involved in the culture no more. I don't follow it up. I don't entertain it. I don't watch it. So we look at it as there's a few bad apples over there. It's gonna
happen. I think I felt like once the NWA labeled gangster rap and that kind of moniker, it follows. As much as we want to switch the word and we want to redefine how Big Mama got that switch, or how it's a hardworking man, or if it's a single mom doing what she got to do to survive, and that's gangster. there are words that describe that.
That has to be the new narrative, Murph.
And I want that to be the new narrative. And the problem that I'm seeing is that we can't change a narrative that we can't touch. If we're not allowed to speak, think, or look at this entity, how can we change it?
Why waste your energy on it? It's that kid.
Exactly.
Murph, I think you speak in French. What do you mean by we?
We as in the people who who
consume it.
The gatekeepers of knowledge and common sense. The people who
you talking about the parents.
The parents, the teachers.
That's the thing, Murph. That's the thing, Murph. What you eat don't make me shit. So I can't tell Mr. Rogers how to run his household. I can't tell you how to run yours. This whole we thing, if the parents of the children that are committing all of this destruction, if they don't change the narrative, then that's going to continue to be their future.
Right.
All I can do, and Miss 12 can do, is
Right.
raise our kids right. All you can do is raise yours right. All Mr. Rogers can do is raise his right. Now,
Preach, brother.
11 may have a friend or two that will not have a father figure and will look at me for this emulation. You see what I'm saying? I might be able to reach one or two, but I won't be able to reach 100 of them because it's just the sheer numbers of it all. So before we can help anyone else, we got to help ourselves. And I think that's the biggest problem that we have as a Black culture. We worry about the Joneses, and if we can stand in line long enough to get the next pair of Michael Jordan tennis shoes versus let me teach my kids something that they're not learning in school. You know, there's nothing wrong with learning a child how to speak another language, how to play a musical instrument. Mr. Rogers, you was telling me that you was, you investing into
piano. I'm gonna get a piano. Soon my daughter. Yep, she learn how to read. She getting a piano.
To the contrary, it's a lot of parents. I know a boy right now. He got a 6-year-old son. You want to guess what kind of phone he got? He's 6, Murph. What kind of phone you think this 6-year-old got?
iPhone. Newest iPhone.
The latest one. The fuck a 6-year-old need an iPhone for?
Right.
Once the parent stop advising the child, that's what we have.
Yep. That's the reality of it right there. That's about
each one teach one, reach one. By being the example that you want people to be, you can it'll either rub off or they'll go away. It'll be what it is.
Hey, think about this.
You can only live your life. You can only live your life.
Yes.
You can't make people do anything. You know what I'm saying?
Think about this. We worse off now, right, than we was 20 years ago, 50 years ago, and even some say 100 years ago. We work so we going backwards. Now think about this. Now you done had great speakers, great leaders. McCain, Malcolm X, Martin Luther, Huey P, Farrakhan. Y'all want to put them in there, but we were going down. Everybody done preaching. How can I help? How can we do this? We were going backwards. So let's try something else. Let's everybody stop preaching to black people and let's just start acting. Do what you expect or what you want to see from the next man or in the future for your kids. Be the example. And we be the example instead of looking for like a leader, because I don't think a grown man should be looking for a leader to tell them how to live. It's an individual thing. So we go back to that and live for ourselves instead of the entertainers, the rap community, the gangster community, and just live for yourself. Yeah, it'll be a better world. I ain't said perfect world, but it'll get better like that. But as long as somebody following and leading, Go ahead, Joel.
And I know we running real close to the end of this broadcast, but Murph, can you explain to me real quick why is it that the black community is the only community whose leaders are entertainers?
To my knowledge, 12. We have an infatuation with shiny, successful people and shortcuts. And we look at them as our visual shortcut and our advertisement for success. And I think they think the more that I can pretend that I am him, fake it till I make it, and pretend to be Steve Harvey. And I look up to Steve Harvey, and he say buy this toothpaste. I buy this toothpaste. I know you know about the Sell to the Negro video. How to sell to the Negro video. It's cultivated in us now. I don't subscribe to it, but it's something in us now that looks at shiny Negroes as the end all say all. It's the only akin to white skin that we listen to. I've talked to many rappers, 12, and they say they have to do it for people to listen to them. And I'm like, why do people listen to you in the first place? You're a rapper. That's all we listen to, bro. It's embedded. It's a Christ complex. It's a Christ complex. If you ask me. Now you can correct me, but I believe it's a Christ complex.
Oh no, man, no correction needed, man. You know, I respect your knowledge and wisdom. The only thing that I would probably have to add to that is if that is the reason why we do what we do, why ain't nobody emulating the richest black man in America?
Cool overrides money in our culture. You gotta be cool with money too. You gotta be cool. You gotta be swaggy and all that. You gotta have the walk and the step. Yeah, you gotta shake your hand like Obama when he walk around a black person and he dap him up, but he don't shake his hand. This little bullshit like that. We care about that. We call him corny. Somebody will call the richest black man in the country corny.
Yeah, they got the right to do that.
Yeah, but they will also not listen to him. The most sound advice you'll ever get.
That's why they say only 6% millionaires.
And that's why we don't deal with.
It's only 6% millionaires, and 44% of the country want to be millionaire. 6% millionaires and 44%.
That's all. He asked why do they do that, and it's a Christ complex based off of just the cool complex. Lupe wrote a whole album about the cool getting people killed. The cool.
Well, can you just do me a solid? I would like to have a brief moment of silence for the IT entrepreneur David Stewart. David Stewart. You know who that is, Murph?
No.
Mr. Rogers, I know you know who it is. We talked about it the other day. But that's the wealthiest African American man in America.
Mm-hmm.
Bring it up full mass. I have to pull him up.
Rich man.
That's been my message, and I'm gonna have to holler at y'all fellas, man.
Yes, sir.
Well, 12
Nobody wants to be David Stewart. Everybody want to be Michael Jordan. Everybody want to be gang. 50 said, I do the same thing. I do not gang. But that's what they want, man. They don't even want to be 50.
You right.
They don't want to be Jay-Z.
NBA young boy, maybe?
Oh, yeah, they emulate him.
And what's so crazy? Listen,
it's because they can relate to it. It's because they can relate to it. It's not crazy. It's because they can relate to it. That's why I think the gangster needs to start in the home. The most gangster person that they know needs to be the person in the home. And I don't mean, join a blood or gang or crip gang. No. Teach your kids that being responsible means being a gangster. That's all you got to do. It's damn near brainwashing if you ask me, but fuck it. If that's what I got to do to keep my child on the right path, what's wrong with that? Instead of y'all listen, like, Murph, I'm gonna just say this, man, because I'm gonna have to get off, but me and Lil Levin gotta go outside and play, man. When we grew up, we was listening. Our parents were playing old school Motown, R&B music, even gospel music. Every Saturday, we wasn't going outside and playing. The first thing we did, man, we had to get down on our hands and knees. Shout out to Grandma 12, man, who instilled these morals and values in me.
Shout out.
When the last time you heard of a young nigga washing the goddamn baseboards on the floor, on the wall? These young niggas ain't even taking out trash. Ain't cutting grass. Who letting them do it? It ain't the media. It ain't the government. Ain't shit parents. That's all I got for you, man.
Well, I appreciate you every time, man. You are the motherfucking man. Yo. Once again, this has been another episode of Black Light TV Never Too Much Podcast. I am your host, Murph Big Brother Almighty. That is my co-host, Mr. Rogers, the realest vet on set, the American Southern Negro. And until next time, y'all, take it easy, man. Hey.
Mic check, tune in, it's Black Light TV. Voice is strong, we shine unfiltered, you see. Stories real, no fiction, no disguise. Black men stand tall with truth in our eyes. From the streets to the suites, we discuss it. Pain and joy, every subject will touch it. Culture, politics, the struggle and hustle. In the heart of the storm, we find our muscle. Black Light TV, where the truth's in the groove. With hip hop and soul, we got nothing to prove.